Hello children, this video is for class 7th, that is chapter 9, rational number. So first of all, let's define what is rational number. A rational number is defined as a number that can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q be any integer and q never be equal to 0. And here we know that the numerator of this rational number, so here rational number we can represent as p by q, and then the numerator we can called as p. P can be any integer like 1, 2, 3, 0, -1, -2, any integer, and the denominator is q. Okay, and also q can be any integer but one except 0. Q never be equal to 0. In short, we can say that the denominator in rational number never be equal to 0. That number which having denominator as a 0, they are called as not defined, means we cannot define that type of number. So all the number, we can take the example of a rational number like p by q. So we can write 1 by 3, it is a rational number. Similarly, -5 by 7, it is a rational number. -11 by 15, this is a rational number. But if I write -11 by 0, this is not a rational number. Why it is not a rational number? Because here the denominator means q is equal to 0, but in rational number denominator never be equal to 0. This is not a rational number. Now let's see how we can decide a rational number is a positive rational number or negative rational number. So suppose in any rational number, numerator is negative number and denominator is a positive number, then the rational number that we can make by them are always be a negative number. Similarly, if the numerator is a positive integer and denominator is a negative integer, then the number made by them is called also a negative rational number. Okay, means in short we can say that in numerator and denominator any one of negative and other is positive, then the number will become is a negative rational number. What if both the numerator and denominator is a negative rational integer? So if both numerator and denominator is a negative integer like -1, -2, -5, -11, then the rational number formed by them are a positive rational number. Okay, and at last, if the numerator is a positive integer, denominator is also a positive integer, then the rational number made by numerator and denominator is a positive rational number. So what we can see that if any one of numerator and denominator is negative, other is positive, so the number made by them is a negative rational number. And if both the negative, numerator and denominator, both the negative or both are positive, numerator and denominator, the rational number made by them is a positive rational number. Like we can take some example also. Suppose I am taking the first example for the numerator is a negative integer. Suppose I am taking a negative integer as -3 divided by denominator is positive, so we can take any positive integer. Suppose it is 5. So what we can see that this rational number -3 by 5, it is what? It is a negative rational number. Similarly, let's see for the second condition. Second is positive in numerator, so we can take any positive in numerator. Suppose I am taking 7. Okay, Now negative denominator, so suppose I am taking minus 15, it is a negative denominator, so what we can say, this we can write as minus 7 by 15. This is what, this is a negative rational number. Now let's see for the third condition, if numerator and denominator both are negative. So suppose I am taking numerator as a negative number, so suppose my number is minus 9, divided by denominator is also negative, so suppose my negative number is minus 15. So here both are negative, so what we can see, both this negative number will cancel with the negative, and finally we get a positive rational number, that is 9 by 15. And the last condition is if both are positive, so obviously if both are positive, it's going to be positive only. Like suppose we can take positive numerator as 2 divided by positive denominator as 3, so we can see that this 2 by 3 is a positive rational number. Okay, so this way we can decide this rational number is negative or positive. Next topic we're going to discuss in this video is equivalent rational number. Okay, so whenever we multiply any rational number both in numerator and denominator by any non-zero integer like 2, 3, 1, minus 1, minus 2, it must be non-zero, otherwise it can be any integer, we get another rational number with different numerator and denominator, but they are exactly equal to each other, that called a equivalent rational number. So by multiplying the numerator and denominator of a rational number by the same non-zero integer, we obtain another rational number equivalent to the given rational number. Suppose I am taking any example, suppose my rational number is 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is any rational number, and we want to find some equivalent rational number of this 2 by 5. Equivalent rational number means the number whose value is same to equal to 2 by 5, but the numerator and denominator is going to be different. So how we can get? By multiplying both the numerator and denominator by any non-zero integer. Suppose I am multiply with a non-zero integer 3. So what we can see, so my rational number is 2 by 5, I am multiplying numerator and denominator with the 3. So what we get, 2 3 are 6 divided by 5 3s are 15. So this 6 by 15 is what? It is equivalent to 2 by 5. Okay, similarly we can find many more equivalent. There are infinite number of equivalent rational number we can find. So suppose I am multiplying another non-zero integer. Suppose now my non-zero integer is minus 2 and minus 2. Okay, so here we are multiplying 2 into minus 2 is minus 4 divided by 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. This minus cancel to each other, the equivalent rational number we get as what? It is 4 by 10. This is our equivalent rational number to 2 by 5. All the values are exactly same, only the numerator and denominator are different, we can see, but the value is exactly same. So this type of rational number is called equivalent rational number. By same way we can find any number of rational number just by multiplying any non-zero integer, both the numerator and denominator, and we can find the equivalent rational number. Okay, next is how to represent a rational number in standard form. To represent any rational number in standard form, we have to note down some important point, that in standard form of rational number there must be no common factor except 1 in both numerator and denominator. There is only common factor between numerator and denominator is 1, except 1 there is no common factor, like 2 by 5 2 by 5 that we already written. It is in standard form, because in 2 and 5 the only common factor is what? It is 1. Similarly, if I can write 4 by 10, it is in standard form. No, it is not a standard form, because the 4 and 10 having a common factor other than 1, that is 2. In 4 we also have factor 2, and in 10 we also have factor 2. So we have a common factor 2, means it is not in standard form. To represent any rational number in standard form, there must be only one common factor, that is 1 of numerator and denominator. Next condition is denominator must be positive integer. Denominator must be positive integer, and the numerator can be negative or positive, anything. Like suppose we can write, I am writing a rational number 2 by minus 5. It is not in standard form. To convert this one in standard form, what we have to do? We have to multiply both the numerator and denominator with minus 1. So if we multiply numerator and denominator with minus 1, so 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, divided by minus 5 into minus 1 is minus minus plus, and 5 1 ja 5, so it is minus. So if a number is following this condition, then we call them in standard form. So what are the condition? Denominator never be a negative number, numerator can be negative, positive both. In numerator and denominator there is only one common factor, that is 1, not other than 1. There must be only one common factor, then we call them a number in standard form. So that's all for today. Next video we're going to discuss how to compare two rational number. So thank you.